I think it's really important. I think it's the sort of thing that, it's easy to go with the flow, to go for kind of off-the-shelf solution. And what people forget is actually when you're Lincoln and you've got those sorts of digital resources and you've got the creativity and you've got the infrastructure, why not branch out and make something that you can use for what you need to use it for, and then potentially have the opportunity to sell it on. I mean, we could use this resource and sell it to people that run a theatre in China or the UAE. So I think it's really important as an exercise in recognising that in the digital, interconnected global age, we are just as capable of doing these kinds of things, finding the investment, doing the creative and the investment part as anyone else.
Who is going to benefit from Lincoln Box Office, do you think?
I think it's got lots of benefits. It's early stages yet, and many of the benefits of Lincoln Box Office are going to kind of come out as we start to use it. But sort of user case scenario is that people in regional areas around Lincolnshire have got one place to go to, and they can find out not just what's happening in their local area, but they'll also see what's happening in Lincoln with a much sort of smarter way of that information being presented. The control of ticketing means that we can do things like we can dedicate some of the profits more accurately and more responsibly to charity, which is something that the theatre's already done, but it can do in a more targeted way, and that can lead to things like, for example, families that don't normally get to go to the theatre can be offered tickets. It also means, on a really basic level, that there's one place to go where not only do we as consumers and users of the facility know what's on, but also those people putting together events know that, oh look, my event next March is actually going to clash with something that a similar audience would want to go and see at another venue in Lincoln. So maybe we could sort of reschedule or cooperate, and that's another simple advantage to this fantastic digital platform.
Why is it something you wanted to be involved with?
Well, I've always been keen on the arts. In fact, my first ever experience of theatre, which I ultimately went on to study at university, was on that stage. In fact, I remember being oiled up backstage in a performance of Animal Farm. So, I mean, my roots as a performer, I mean, people know me as the sort of geek of the telly, but I'd like to think that on the Gadget Show we also did quite a lot of entertaining along with the information bit, and that came from my roots in this community. I was trained in a theatre group called Great Eastern Stage, which happened just up the road near the Ermine Estate, and then we used to have performances here. So, I mean, for that reason, I'm interested, but obviously also because I'm involved in the kind of start-up culture, the digital community that is burgeoning in Lincoln. So, I guess a couple of my passions kind of came together.